what we have now is just a bunch of sheep that follow each other wherever the person in front is walking, and that's indeed a very dangerous thing. The British philosopher C.E.M. Joad had the following to say about philosophy. He says, "The man who has no acquaintance with philosophy goes through life imprisoned in the prejudices, the preferences, and the habitual beliefs derived from society in which he happens to have been born and the period in which he lives." Now, with this quote, I fully agree, and definitely we have a situation at the moment where there are many societies that think that they have all the answers and that their system is perfect and nobody dares to criticize it. And you know, that journalist that dares to criticize the system, well, let's just get rid of him. Let's kill him and cut his body up in a thousand pieces. And what about those pesky human activists that forever protesting the system? Let's get rid of them as well. Let's imprison them or kill them. And what about the individual that has ambition to be a bean counter? That person might very well decide that, you know, to be a bean counter, I don't need anything else. I only need to study how to count beans. I don't need history. I don't need science. I don't need philosophy. You might say those are extreme examples, but I'm not so sure. I think the world is trending that way, and it's a dangerous thing for the individual and for society. For the individual because you know, these days with social media as well as the internet and so forth, Google, if you want to look up something, it's easy to just search for the answer somewhere. So there's little thinking, little need to really do deep research into any topic. And in the process, I would say that there's definitely a situation where people are getting less and less knowledgeable. And for society, that's bad. We don't have thinkers, independent thinkers, and so what we have now is just a bunch of sheep that follow each other wherever the person in front is walking, and that's indeed a very dangerous thing. And that is why philosophy and the influence of philosophy, it's important that that is increased. Now, I believe that we should really increase the influence of philosophy, where it is now almost at 0%, to at least about 10%. If we can have a society that has about 10% philosophers and the influence of philosophy, that society will really excel and perform much better than the other societies.